Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Crusader Kings III, where some of you might have already noticed, some things have changed. There was a patch earlier today, and I don't know exactly what's in it, because my internet is out and I can't look at the patch notes. I mean, I guess I could go get my phone, but I'm not going to. So I did not get to look at the patch notes before starting recording here, and also, this episode is just going to go up whenever my internet comes back, so sorry if that ends up being a long wait. The last couple of times it went out around here, it was down for multiple days, and fingers crossed, you know. Anyway, yeah, there was a patch, and apparently it shaved our husband, and then glued all that beard hair to our head. So that's where we're at now. It seems that, for whatever reason, the patch has changed the hairstyles and facial hair of several characters. So, sorry to everyone who is keeping track of who is who by face, like I was. Things are going to just be a little bit awkward for you today. My apologies. Presumably there's lots of other good stuff in the patch too. We'll talk about the patch notes next time, after I've read them. So, we are committed to playing out the rest of Derbail's life, right? And we kind of accomplished all of our main goals. We reunited Ireland, we put down the rebels, we imprisoned an awful lot of people who just don't know what's good for themselves, and we managed to found a coven in our house. All of this stuff is great. So I was talking last time, at the end of the episode, about maybe we turn our eyes to Scotland. I did a little bit of digging on this already, and I think I have a plan. So you can see right now, a war is being fought. Prince Gilroy here is fighting with King Antrahan mac Finguin, that's Finguin's son, in order to install Prince Conan on the throne. Prince Conan is Malcolm's son. Malcolm's son, the Content Coward. So I think that we can take advantage of this. My perception is that Finguin's kid's losing, like, pretty badly, right? This battle, certainly, but also, that's almost 1,200 soldiers there. And if we take a quick look at... sorry, not you. If we take a quick look at this, Antrahan doesn't even have that many soldiers in total available. So he's losing, and I think he's going to keep losing. If Conan gets on the throne, it might actually be really good for us. And I know that that doesn't make any sense, right? Because you would think Prince Conan would be pretty cross with me, on account of what I did to his dad, on account of I violently deposed his dad, basically for the hell of it, when I had nothing to gain. But he doesn't seem to care. I don't know, maybe he wanted his dad out of the way. Maybe he views what happened here as an opportunity. I mean, fine by me. So, Prince Conan has 2 children, both of them daughters. I did a little bit of a look into this already. And Prince Conan is totally willing to marry his eldest daughter to our son's eldest son. So this kid is a player heir, two tiers down. And he'll just take this marriage straight up, which means that the children of this union, the child of this union, the first child, eldest male child of this union, will be the King of Scotland, provided, of course, that, you know, this goes the way we want it to. So this is not a thing that we're actually going to be able to take advantage of personally, but, like, this puts us in the line, right? And notice, it turns out to be a good thing that Bathin took Desirable Match when he was Dynasty Head. And also, this is only going to work because right now, Conan perceives this as marrying up. His daughter is not, at the moment, a princess, but our kid here is a prince, or at least he's in line to be a prince. Are you a prince if you're the granddaughter of the... No, he's not a prince. He will be a prince eventually. We're going to lose that 60-point opinion bonus if Conan becomes King of Scotland. So we need to make sure this happens before that. So really, the only thing to do here is to make sure that my apprehension of how the war is going is actually going to make sense. Is correct. Are we actually correct that Prince Conan's forces, or Prince Conan's man here, is going to win this war? I do note, first of all, total soldiers represented by Prince Gilroy, smaller than the number of soldiers that Prince Gilroy has presently in this battle. So basically that number is maybe garbage. I've been trusting that number very heavily, but it's clearly wrong, right? Is there a way for me to see, like, if there are mercenaries involved here? But even if there were mercenaries, they'd still be counted as troops that belong to him, right? If he had hired... I don't know, whatever. But my point was, the point I was going toward, was... Right now, Antarhan is said to have fewer soldiers than are present in this force, so we probably don't even have to do anything. We can probably just wait on this. And it is currently the case that he does not have any allies to come in and fight on his behalf, so it's just straight up the two armies. So I think we're going to take this. I think that I believe in King Gilroy, or Prince Gilroy's ability to get this thing done. So let's go ahead and arrange marriage. My grandson. Yeah, everybody gets prestige. The intimidation, also important. Our candidate's level of splendor, also important. There's a lot of math going on here to overcome that big penalty. Now, we got to keep an eye on Prince Conan, because if he has a son, we might have to do a thing about that. And honestly, as soon as he's on the throne, and Elspeth is the, first in line of succession, maybe something happens to Prince Conan, World's a dangerous place. Alright, while we're waiting for that to come to fruition, what else do we have to do here? I can ask the head of my faith for gold. Do we have much use for piety? Do I want my piety? I kind of think I would rather trade piety for gold as often as we can. Right now, Pope Clemens is... Okay, he's fairly positive on us, actually. That's true. I have a bunch of bonuses to clergy reputation and stuff now. Yeah, I'll totally do this. Ask for gold, please. A powerful vassal expects a position. Oh, Earl Ragnvald. Can we kill him? This dude's been a problem. This dude has been a thorn in my side for all of forever. Who's his heir? His heir doesn't hate me, but again, keep in mind, once his heir is in the seat, he'll gain some of these penalties, right? Like wants seat on council and whatnot. He will not have murdered family member unless I screw up and publicly murder his family member. But I'm going to try to secretly do it. Do you have good stats? Not really. So I don't want to put you on the council. Yeah, that council thing's still going to be an issue. I mean, just out of curiosity. 47%. And that's without my... Oh, no, sorry. That's with my Spy Master in support mode. And he's only 34. He's going to be alive forever, man. Okay, maybe we should try this. Let's at least start the scheme. We can explore our options in terms of, agents that we could bribe in. And I am maybe going to... Speaking of agents that we can bribe in, I am maybe going to send my Spy Master to find secrets in his court. 5% chance of learning a secret. Alright, we'll let him complete the action at least once, and he can tell us if he thinks there are secrets left to find. We can declare war on the King of France. Oh, right, over Bathen's claim on Burgundy. That's not really, I think, a good use of our time. I can... Oh, right, edit my son's contract, because I just gave him a title. I think that's... No thanks. We will not, in fact, be ransoming our rebellious family members. Actually, I have 6 prisoners. So why don't they... Is it the case that none of them can be ransomed for money? Well, okay. For a tiny little bit of money. Wait, who is this? Who are you? You are... Oh! Okay, you're Finguin's grandson. Well, that's a shame. I mean, I should release this kid, right? I get a weak hook on the king. Because, like, $1 is not... Oh, also, I guess actually this is relevant to the war. King Antarhan has exactly $1. So that's not great for him. Obviously, you can keep an army raised while in the negatives for quite some time. We ought to know. But that's interesting. What would I use a hook for? Like, what would that actually... Oh. Offer to come to the aid of an ally, your liege, a defender of your faith in a holy war, or to help a vassal put down a peasant revolt. Wait, which one of these things is he? He's certainly not an ally. We were at war like 10 minutes ago. He's not my liege. He is of my faith, but he's certainly not in a... I mean, it's not... This war's not a holy war, is it? We'll close some stuff here. I mean, I would imagine the attackers are... We're all Catholic, right? Yeah. Everybody's Catholic. Well... Okay, but no, you're not actually allowed to do it. Okay, so we're experiencing this weird thing again where it shouldn't be letting us even click on that button, but it is. Unless, maybe that's the thing they changed in the patch. Nope, here, the fact that this guy is not my ally prevents me from even being able to see this window. This game has so many, like... There's enough stuff in the UI that's just, like, not quite the way it should be that I can't even say for sure whether or not I think that's a bug. It might be that there's a legitimate reason that we can enter the window with one of them, but not the other. Some option that I don't know how to take advantage of. Well, whatever. I certainly wouldn't jump in on that side of the war anyway. Oh, right, I was dealing with prisoners and I got distracted. So, I don't know. I do not know if it would be valuable to get a hook on this dude. But I do know for sure that it's not valuable to get $1, and I don't particularly want this child to die in my prison. So, sure. And then, who are you? A French person? No, for real, who are you? Huh. Oh, no, Leon, sorry. You're probably from Spain, right? I don't know who this is. Ransom? Oh, wait, they don't have a lord. They don't have a liege. So there's no wealth to be had. I don't know who you are. I guess go ahead and go? So I'm fine with that. You are... Finguin's kid? Yeah. And you, okay. So if I were to release you, I guess I probably can't even attempt to do a thing right now, right? Because, well, maybe I can. No, okay, yeah, but this guy is already considering a proposal. I'll have to do this after we unpause. I don't know who all these people are. You're just kind of nobody? Just somebody who was, like, at Finguin's court before it became no longer Finguin's court and then we took it? Yeah, just get out of here. Get out of here. I don't know who you are. And then, yeah, my uncle and my nephew can damn well stay in house arrest for the rest of their lives, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, and I guess let's just, like, let this war play out, hopefully the way that we wanted it to. Praise St. Matthew, here comes the tax refund. Okay, 176 wealth. Pretty good. We do not have up the ability to spend any of that on stuff. Not till 11:39. Okay. We could invite new knights, but we have knights already. We're a month off of being able to invite claimants if we wanted to try to put together a claim on something. Do I have... I don't have a claim on... anything in Queen Matilda. Huh. What is your deal? So you were married to my nephew, who seems to have died. The little skull that tells us his reason for death is underneath that arrow, which is internal injuries. What a shame. So, what is the deal with England right now? Princess Juliana, then... Princess Juliana's kid, okay. Interesting. Well, I mean... Might we be able to do a thing here? So she has 2 daughters, then a son. I have some granddaughters. Where's... Hold on. Where is my... Sorry, I want to look at me, my son... Okay, so this is... I guess I don't need to be so careful about this, because we do only have 2 kids and only one of them is male, right? So as far as the line of succession goes, our deal is actually quite simple. I mean... they are related, and as such there is a risk of their children being inbred. Interesting that matrilineality doesn't change this at all, given that this kid is in the direct line of succession for the throne. I mean, obviously this is a problem. How related are they? Right, I mean... so this was... oh, but she's not descended from the member of our family that married into this family. She's descended from Roger de Montgomery. So... and I don't know who this guy is. I wish that when this thing came up, you could, like, mouse over it and it would show you, maybe click on it and, like, get it to show you the relation. I guess it doesn't really matter, I'm just curious. Alright, this is probably not necessary. It is interesting that she's totally willing to accept this, though. So if my granddaughter became... so what, he'll become king, and then their kid will have a thing to that throne, right? Like, is there a good reason not to do, aside from, right, the kid potentially being inbred? How bad is the inbred trait? Oh, it's not great. It's not a good thing. This is rare in the first generation, but successive inbreeding increases the risk. However, generations of inbreeding can also result in the beneficial pure-blooded trait, which, if both parents share it, makes offspring immune to birth defects due to all flaws having been bred out of the bloodline. Oh, okay. They're definitely treading some dangerous ground there. I sort of want to do this, even though there is a chance of the children being inbred. Because, like, I think this gives us... so the kids would be of House Brian, but we would not play as there's no version of this where we play as this child, right? So this doesn't directly help me. It does help with renown, because we would have potentially, like, more kings in the line and stuff. You know what? I'm going to do it. So we need to make sure that this inheritance happens, though. Eldest son, so inheritance from Juliana to Hedin is pretty sure. And Juliana's mother's 53 and currently unmarried. So it does seem pretty likely, right? Unless some kind of usurpation happens or something. I'm going to go ahead and press his button. And I guess we will just see. Alright, gladly accept. Okay, great. This is the really important one. How's this war going? Gain some favors. Oh. Okay, yep. The French are warring over stuff. There's a lot of that going around. And my murder scheme... oh, also, sorry, I don't have a personal scheme running. I probably should, right? But, like, what should I do? Can I use this favor hook in, like, a fun way? I could use it to arrange a marriage that would be not great for him. I can make someone in his... like, I could... yeah, do one of these things, but I don't see any reason to do so. I could... here's the thing we could do with our personal scheme power, I guess. I could try to convert more people to witchcraft. Do you think it would be beneficial? Do we have a positive diplomatic modifier with other people who are witches based on the fact that everybody involved is a witch? No, we do not. So there's not a good opinion reason to do that. And I don't know if I actually do want to spread the coven to other houses because it's beneficial. So probably not that. So then we're looking at maybe, like, swaying. Let's, perhaps... I mean, I guess we don't really need to sway Prince Conan. We already got what we really need out of him. So, yeah, that doesn't seem necessary. Yeah, I don't... Do I sway a child? This doesn't seem like a thing that's really worth doing. Oh, you know what? We unlocked that befriend action. We should, like, befriend some people. You know what? Can I try to befriend her? Just out of curiosity. Because, like, she's going to be Queen of England. Probably not that long away from now. Yeah, let's try it. We haven't used the befriend scheme at all. So, 100% chance. The fact that she is zealous makes her like a whole lot of our traits. Interesting. Okay, well, yeah, let's do that arbitrarily, I've decided. And we're going to have a quick look at this. So, wow, that's a lot of negative. He is terrified of the Earl. Interesting. So, see, it says invite 5. Is it just that I don't have enough money to convince the others? Or is this maybe like... I don't have any hooks on any of these people. So there's 5 people who can, under some circumstances, be convinced, but we do not, apparently, have the circumstances. Well, like I said, let's let our spy master run a find secrets here. Yep, cool, excellent. And hopefully we'll unearth something that will be useful. As I struggle to make out the tiny letters on the scroll before me, I feel a headache building once again. Why do scribes insist on writing such small symbols? I squint and try again. Nothing short of a miracle. With the aid of a stone of glass, even old women struggling with bad eyesight could read with ease. Alright, so we can call in our Archbishop and get some learning experience. This feels very silly. So do we want our Archbishop to potentially be able to force a favor out of us? It probably wouldn't be anything, like, terrifying, right? He likes us. He's not going to, like, horribly embarrass us, probably. But being able to call in a favor on your queen is like a pretty big deal. You know what? I have money. I'm not giving away favors today. That is continuing. It'll get there. Gosh, I sure hope that this war works out the way I think it will. I'm trying to make Princess Juliana understand me better, but all it has resulted in is me understanding her less and less. Where is her drive, her ambition? It seems as if she would not care if nothing ever changed. Well, you know, she seems to have her own ambitions. She's a zealous adventurer and also a fornicator and stuff. Wait a minute. Do we know... That kid's in the line of succession, right? Yeah, okay. At the moment, the kid is... disputed heritage. Uh-oh. I wonder if that's going to be a problem. So, I can gain stress. We can overcome our differences. I mean, this is a pretty small amount of stress, and we are pretty unstressed at the moment. I think we'll be fine. What's the problem now? Oh, my son. My son can deal. We have so much opinion with him. He's not going to get cross about it. He knows what happens to those who cross his mother. So unfortunately, we can't keep a very close eye on this war, but we can just watch the war score move over here, I guess. You know, I bet on a horse here, and I don't feel confident on that at all. Alright, convert faith speed up doesn't really seem terribly relevant. I do wish I could offer to throw in here, because we do have a legitimate reason to do so. It's just not one of those reasons. Okay, this is a weird thing. So if I were to declare war on that dude, the game views that as me declaring war on his king, which would be a problem, even though I think at this moment his king would probably be really happy to have me declare war on Prince Gilroy. The game's, it's a little rigid in its consideration of things. My suspicion is King Atherhan would be real grateful for the distraction. Alright, let's hope that we find... Here, we can turn the speed up a little bit. Let's hope that we find some real juicy secrets. Perhaps on Earl Ragnvald's Spy Master. That'd be fun, right? My hunters captured this live stag, and its grace and majesty reminded me of you. Please accept it as a token of our everlasting friendship. Huh. I mean, is it the stag? It can't be. So I can let it just party, and we'll gain 5% prestige up for 10 years, or we can feast. You know, honestly, I kind of think people's opinions of me are in a fine place at the moment. We just got one of those garden stags, you know, I hear they're all the rage. Over on the continent. Princess Juliana and I have little in common, which has made it difficult to communicate with her. However, with some effort, I could teach myself enough to carry a conversation on the power inherent in secrets. All manner of secrets. Is she really into... Okay, she has a pretty solid intrigue score. Does this subject deserve as much study as I can afford? This seems easy enough, right? We're very good at learning challenges. So we learned of somebody's non-believer secret, but we would have to blackmail her to turn it into an actual hook, right? And who are you? You're just someone who's visiting his court. So her contribution to the scheme would probably be pretty poor, right? And we would get stress for blackmailing her, because we're not into it. It would be helpful, though. I'm gonna try it. Let's blackmail her. She might accept. That could happen. Am I going to leave my Spy Master in this mode? Yeah, 13 months. That should be enough time for us to finish that one more time, right? Ah, blackmail refused. She claims that I hold no sway over her. Well, I do think that I should follow through on the threat, because otherwise she's still going to just be there in court and be a problem. I've exposed her doubts about God. This is a lady doth protest too much kind of situation. Hopefully nobody else will realize that. War score still -10. I don't know what the hell's going on in this war. I would love to join in. I could crush either side trivially. Maybe we should have our, Should I have my Archbishop fabricating claims? Like, we could fabricate a claim on a county. That's not really going to help, though. If we want to claim up high, we would probably want to invite claimants and then try to get a thing going. What would happen, do you think, if we had King Antherhan assassinated? Then his kid is on the throne. That lets people push claims more easily, right? You can run an unpressed claim against a child. Am I allowed to see? Yes, okay, it does let me see this option. Predicted agents 3. A bunch of people would jump in, like Prince Gilroy. Yeah, no kidding. Okay. Secondary option. Let's let our current scheme play out first. But yeah, we might do that. I might just make some lives more difficult. My efforts to get closer to Princess Juliana have proven challenging, in no small part because of the pressure she is struggling to deal with. Perhaps it would aid me in more ways than one if I were to ensure her a day by herself where she can. Where she can. So let's see here. She would lose 26 stress and gain 10 opinion of me. Get some scheme progress and 20 stress. Honestly, I think that we could do this. This doesn't seem like a problem. I can take on a little stress. Heresy. Duke Vazul of Somogi has announced to the world that he and his vassals have converted to Lollardy. Having become disillusioned with the teachings of the Catholic priest, the nobles of Somogi no longer consider the clergy to be righteous. As Lollards, they believe their new faith properly aligns... What's your deal? Denouncing many common Christian sacraments, Lollards hold that the Holy Bible is the only valid source of Christian doctrine, and that any teachings not directly based on it are inherently illegitimate. It's an interesting argument, to be sure. They consider us hostile. What am I to do with this? So, where is this? What are we even talking about here? Okay, we're talking about I don't care. It's over here in I don't care Estonia. Okay, well, I am not converting to... That seems like a bad idea. My Chancellor, Mayor Abel, has worked hard to convince our neighboring realms and vassals that the peace treaty I entered with King Anthrahan is flawed, illegitimate, and unfair to me. Ah, great work. Great work, Abel. Oh no, a papal envoy has reached my court bringing news from the Vatican. This is not a good time, Pope. I can throw some money at it to get them to go away. Yeah, fine. We have money. I don't have other things, but I certainly have money. So we can declare war to push Prince Bathen's claim over the Hebrides. I just don't. Well, oh no. Oh, sorry, I do care. Because that distracts his army. I should absolutely do this. And Prince Bathen could become the Earl of the Inner Hebrides, which is like extremely whatever. I cannot imagine caring about this. Declare war. It's alright, we got a plan here. I can call my allies to war. It feels unnecessary. I might say it's unnecessary. Let's just rally up over here. Let's do it. Raise them. I'm hoping that this is going to result in his forces being thinner. He may just ignore it and let me have the Inner Hebrides, which that might be the smart play on his part. But I guess we'll find out. In fact, I say might be the smart play. 100% for sure would be the smart play on his part. Alright, who are you? You're a guest of Earl Ragnvald, so you're also not, like, important. But I am going to try to blackmail you. Okay, we'll absolutely accept. It's very important to her that people not find out that she is a deviant, and we're just not going to dig any further into what that means exactly. Okay. So a little bit of blackmail. Alright, so we've got this hook now. Let's rearrange things on this scheme. So... Oh, that was the one person at the court we could already convince with the bribe. Well, whatever. Now we're doing it for free, I guess. So 8 months. Is that enough time to do this one more time? Oops, sorry, that's all I want. Here. Yes. Okay, go ahead and reveal secrets once more. Sorry, go... Wait, wasn't I was trying to get them to take this city over. Is this... Am I in the wrong place? Shouldn't we be able to... Oh. Apparently Prince Conan holds that particular... Actually, this is Prince Conan's territory. Oh. Is it because of the war? Well, whatever. This is fine. Alright, so, like I said, mostly what we're here to do is be a distraction. And hopefully that'll happen. I'm just trying to make everything way more difficult. The war score is going in the direction we want it to. After learning that Princess Juliana would be guesting at a manor in the castle town of Gloucester, Gloucester, I think is how they actually pronounce it, I realized it would be the perfect occasion to meet with her. By my request, I was seated next to her for the duration of dinner, and we both had a great time. I was surprised at how much we had to talk about. By the time I left, it felt as though we had known each other a lifetime already. Okay, has happened. You and Princess Juliana become friends. I don't think that it has a lot of value necessarily, but, you know, she's going to be involved in stuff over here. She's going to be queen for some period of time. It's less likely that I will get murdered by the Queen of England. I guess that's something. So that scheme seems to be pretty straightforward. This is, like, really easy to get done. I don't know what to do now. Like, I don't know what I should be using my scheme power for now. Should I be trying to make friends with Prince Conan, maybe? He seems important. Sure. I'm really good at befriending people. I am not that good at befriending him. He does not like my traits nearly as much. Does his raw opinion of me factor in? It does. So I guess a sway would be more appropriate first. Yeah, and then we'll see after that. Let this run out, and then put our Spy Master into support scheme mode, and hopefully get rid of Ragnvald. I've come across a book describing how ancient monastics used trances and visions of ecstasy to commune with heaven. Seems a strange practice in our modern age, but perhaps there's something to be learned from them. I wonder, what would happen if I imitate their practices? So, trances and visions of ecstasy. Okay, this is not like necessarily taking drugs and stuff. I'm just like, I'm a little worried about my survival. Let's try it. I love a good mystical practice. Locked in a room, strange powders on a burning fire provided overpowering heat, smoke, and smells, as I tried to feel the things that lie beyond the world of senses. I do not know how much time passed before strange, indecipherable visions of light and pulsing sounds came to me. Was it my imagination, or a glimpse of the divine? Is there even any way to tell? No, not really. Should I continue to experiment? So it does seem like I am like stressing myself physically until I'm inducing side effects. So that makes me a little nervous. I mean, we're in pretty good health, right? I am feeling fine. What are these, what kind of penalties? Disease resistance. Yeah, so just disease resistance. And then what is the Witch Coven thing actually doing? Which kind of penalties is it? Okay, it's also disease resistance. So not necessarily like an injury resistance. I mean, I sort of want to keep trying. As I experiment more and more, I get a clearer and clearer grasp on things. It is as if I can now summon the presence I feel when I start my little ritual. It offers stability and comfort as the chaos of the world swirls around me. This, I do believe, is what I've been seeking. Oh good, +1 learning. I needed that. Or I could gain introspective rest for 5 years. So we have accumulated a fair amount of stress at this point, and this is a lot of stress reduction. But I think I'm going to take Wise Woman, and then we have money. We'll manage our stress with money. That's not the button. Hold mystical communion. You are the only one who truly knows. So it's 39. Yeah, 39 when we can burn off some stress in these ways. I can talk to my confidant. I should do that. To be truly listened to is a rare treat. I'm going to spend some time talking to my husband, and apparently everybody else is going to get mad that I'm talking to my husband. But I do think it's valuable. Wait. So not... Didn't we get the confidant thing because... I thought my husband was my confidant. I guess he's gone off to war. That's his war outfit. It covers up the whatever the hell's going on with his head. So, lose 26 stress. So I just confide in people. It's not my specific confidant from the event. I just pick someone. Okay, that's a little worrying. So we're gonna become friends and she's not gonna have a secret on me or anything? I guess that's fine. And then we're gonna hold a mystical communion, because I'm real curious what this means exactly. I will reach for the presence of God in transfixed ecstasy. A god. I would gain divine guidance. Wow, that seems pretty good. There may be unforeseen side effects. That is maybe less good. Cost piety, which is fine by me. Yeah, I begin in peace. My preparations for my mystical communion is well underway when my Archbishop Bernd approaches me. I do not believe what you are doing to be entirely orthodox, he tells me. A good Catholic would refrain from this kind of behavior. Oh, right, he's not a witch. So that's a thing we should fix, probably. This brings me closer to God than you could ever hope. Yeah, I'm doing it. If I do this thing, he'll just gain some opinion of me. Who cares? Who honestly cares? Okay. The county of where? Alright, distant. The county of Faraway. I wish there was a way for me to tell the game that I don't care that much about stuff that's going on the continent. I can call people to war. I don't need to do that, though. I think it's under control. Okay, you learned of Finguin's lover secret. Oh, his steward. Now that's interesting information. Might accept. Well, fingers crossed. His steward would certainly be very useful in the plot. I'm definitely going for it. Yes. Good news, good news. Alright. Oh, still will not accept. Can I bribe him in now? Okay. Yeah, the hook was only plus 100. So wait, what is this worth it? Oh yeah, 33, absolutely. Welcome aboard. And then also, I'm gonna swap you into support. Alright, that should get the success chance on that nice and high, I think. Yes. Yes, it did. Alright, I now control the Inner Hebrides. Hooray! So, I don't have to do anything now, right? Because we put in a big chunk of money. I think I'm good. I think my troops are no longer expected. It turns out life is easier when you have a whole bunch of money. Alright, so hopefully we'll just start getting this to tick upward now, and then I guess, actually, at this point, I can just run inland and fight his armies anywhere I find them, right? I am at war with him. And thus make life a little bit easier for the others. Ooh, that's a little... Alright, we'll just walk inland a little bit and we'll see what's up. The time has come, my agents are in place. One of them will pay the assassin the very night the deed will happen, another will ensure the wall is unguarded, and a third will leave a subtle trail of candles to the Earl's bedchamber. Everything is in place. Well then, do it already. The assassin performed spectacularly, my involvement remains unknown. Every once in a while, one of these actually goes 100% the way we wanted it to. So, let's just take a quick look down here in Ormond. So, minus 80. That was a little bit more... Okay, there's a 22-point penalty from offensive war. It's a little bit worse than I was expecting. But, you know, we have a fresh deal with this guy. In fact, he's probably going to be my next sway target. Because if we can get him to chill the hell out, we might be able to stabilize things at home a little bit. He's certainly not getting on the council, because that is nonsense. Your uncle, Prince Bathan, he never learns, does he? So what's the deal? He is slightly over the power threshold. It's him and, yep, the new guy. I mean, listen, if we gotta put him down, we gotta put him down. I'm confident that this is not even a real issue. Alright, so we'll just push some war score up here, continue to be a problem. Oh, actually, those are Scottish troops. I can just go fight them, right? I think I can just go fight those guys. Ooh, we're gonna eat some casualties here. But my army is so much bigger that it feels like it's not even a real problem. The Earldom of Ulster has given rise to peasant rabble. What? Alright, let's win a battle here real quick, and then maybe bring some troops home if it's necessary. Oh, we took the king hostage. Well, I guess the war's over. Let's talk about this peasant thing. What's up? The Earldom of Ulster. So there's not actually a peasant army now. It's just that they've created a faction. Oh. Oh, okay. Whatever. Wants lower county control. Well, too damn bad? Who do they think they are? Oh, and Duke Bathan bailed on the thing immediately. Earl Erk MacRagnvald has not been around long enough to know that Bathan never sticks to anything, so he kind of got himself in a little bit of trouble here. I mean, we may as well just go ahead and call this, right? I think we won a battle. We've probably helped the other war as much as we need to. Yeah, I'm fine with this. And Bathan gaining land, and also me gaining a favor hook on him, is going to keep him from messing with me anymore for a little while. Is that about tooltips? It is about tooltips. They're just like, are you sure you want it in middle click mode? That just doesn't feel right to me. Alright, disband the armies. So now, does the offensive war... Yeah, the offensive war thing will probably stay for a while, right? It will decay over time. But honestly, it doesn't much matter. So I tried my best to give you cover. Defending against the Duchess of Lothian in a Liberty War. Where's Lothian? Ah, it's that one right there. It's the one what says Lothian on it. I guess in the other view that we were looking at, it is a little smaller. Well, I hope that she is unsuccessful in getting free, because I really do want all of this land to belong to my great-grandson someday. My lady, this search of yours for a mere beast, I have to admit it worries me. Okay, so the stag story is not over with. I'm happy about that. My Archbishop Burned approaches me as I sift through reports of new sightings of the white stag. Evidently, anything that demands so much attention could be sent by Satan, as if its existence is not a sign of the Lord himself. Now see, like, this is internal monologue. That should just be swapped for the Horn God, right? They could do that. They could put that in the string builder. Well, I might be able to convince him the stag might be a messenger from God. No, I'm definitely continuing to hunt for the animal. That's not even really a question. Wow, bad luck. Okay, Prince Conan is basically positive. My dude, we gotta talk here. Can I befriend him? No. No, that seems unlikely. He doesn't like my traits on top of the fact that his minus 80 on us is like a real problem. Alright, let's just try to sway him. I would love it if we could just like be friends with somebody from Ormond just once. Just one time before I die. And I guess we're just like waiting for this stuff to play out over here. I'm hoping we'll get more stag events the next time we call a hunt. So do we want to be personal scheming? Like, would it be the right move to just kill this dude? It won't matter much. What happens if he dies during this war? Stuff will just pass down to his kid, right? His kid will be in the war, and that's got to be a more difficult situation for them. I have to imagine. Oh, this is predicted agents 0. Can I get my spy master, who is pretty damn good at his job, over there? 30% chance, you know what? I believe. The tooltip said 5% chance on the other guy, and he hit it 3 times in a row, because he's the best. Bilal, I believe in you. You got this. I'm just going to wind up the murder scheme, and we'll call it off if it looks like it's not going to go right. Did that just change? My poisonous herb knowledge, of course, very helpful. Oh, it changed because my spy master was in support mode. Maybe I should just be sitting back with my spy master in disrupt if I want to survive forever and get all these plans going. But whatever. Too late now. How is do we have a sense? Yeah, his army's a little depleted. The battle that we won probably helped. Duchess Cerise, something of Galloway, joined... Okay, cool. I love free agents. There are some other people who might be able to be convinced. There's actually a fair amount of... Wait, my cousin. Huh. There's a fair amount of scheme power behind these people who can be convinced. It's $56, man. You know what? We'll hold off on that for the moment. Let our spy master do his thing a little bit first. But yeah, I think we're gonna get this done. That should hopefully hasten the process of things falling apart. He's running around engaging in all these sieges where like he doesn't even have enough people to do the thing. Uh-oh. Duchess Cerie changed her mind. Well, whatever. My spymaster Bilal approaches me with a wicked grin. My lady, this pouch contains a powder most nefarious. If sprinkled on top of something, say a gift for the king, it leaves no trace but will afflict whoever touches it with weakness and ill humors. So I could send him 35 wealth worth of presents, dusted with a thing, and give him a severe penalty to his health. Wow. His health is fine right now? Yeah, alright. I'd say he deserves a gift. We can afford that. That's a type of intrigue that I can definitely afford. Oh, right. Prisoner. Yeah, I feel like you should pay me for this. Let's go ahead and take all of his money. Make it more difficult for him to maintain his lands. Oh, wait, she's back. Oh, boy. Okay, so the Aquitanians want me to come and engage in a thing. Who are we fighting? 768 soldiers and... Okay. Well, I don't really want to have my levies raised right now because it is expensive, but the Duchy of Aquitaine has come to our rescue like a bunch of times, and I don't think I'm actually going to need my army anytime soon. Of course, we can just click the button and, click the, oh yeah, I'll help button and then not go help. Do I believe that Aquitaine just has this? Probably, right? Aquitaine's army is huge. Yeah, they don't need me. 799 plus 362, yeah. I mean, there will be rewards, though. There will be rewards for helping. We'll get some prestige, right? And it's not like I'm desperate for cash. Sure, let's do it. We'll raise up, and then... Who knows if we'll even get there in time. Boy, our levies are looking real healthy lately. Like all Catholics, King Antrahan of Alba shares more with God, and by extension Fiorello, than he shares with most mortals. If only I could get the Archbishop to relay some of his fears and plans to me. So I can just do a diplomacy against him. Obviously, that's a dangerous thing if you fail. Let's look at what God would want. What a coincidence that will be the same as what I want. This option is available because I am a scholar. Okay, I can out-scholar him. It's a pretty good trait to have. Alright, let's go ahead and sail down here and make the trouble. So, I guess, yeah, sail to here and we'll figure it out from there. It's going to take 55 days. This war may well be over before we arrive. And, I mean, this war is continuing to... Very slowly, the war score is changing. Very, very slowly. Show me secrets. You learned of someone attempted murder. Who are you? Oh, you're his spy master, you say? Well, I feel like... Oh. You can't use this to do that thing? Really? This character has attempted murder, but apparently we can't blackmail with that? That's weird. Wow. Oh, he's our friend. Well, that's not going to help. But I'm not 100% clear on why this secret cannot be turned into blackmail, but even if it could, it would not be nearly enough to overcome all of this. You will not accept, despite the fact that your thing is at 0. I guess it has to be at least +1. And then there's not a ton of reason to convince others. We could bring in Fiorello pretty easily. I'm going to let this run one more time, and then we'll worry about it. Alright, we will continue swaying Earl Eric. I think that's a useful thing to do. Alright. So. Wait, who's on what side over here? Show me this war again. I need to know which flags am I fighting. Ah, damn it. For some reason, clicking on my army caused that to happen. I was just trying to see the war. There we go. Okay. So... Oh, it's okay. For some reason, the collision box for this dude extends all the way up to, like, here? That's not how that should work. So that's an army, a pretty sizable group of armies made up of all of our foes. I mean, we could go and have at them, I suppose. Oh, they're going out to sea. What are they doing? It's very hard to tell. Enemy ally joins the war. Count Jasper. Ah, someone died. It's not actually a join. You want to come and, like, help me with this? No? He's just going to let me do all the fighting. My spy master has been wounded. The injury runs deep. I fear that his body is not strong enough to fight this on his own. Oh, no. Oh, no. He's really useful. So I'm getting my butt kicked over here. I feel like we should retreat to friendlies. So, Duke Raymond... Whatever. Alright. Agents are joining and leaving the scheme pretty much arbitrarily. This fellow, with his 21 martial skill, might be useful. How much would that be? How hard would it be to recruit you to court? 60? I can do 60 wealth. Wow, apparently we're retreating all the way to Nevers. I mean, I guess that makes sense. That's where the friendly territory is. I think I'm probably just gonna disband, then? Once we make it there? Because I can do that, right? I can disband an army in friendly territory. Alright, hold on a second. Okay, that was not the war I cared about. I saw that King Ethelred had lost a war, and I got all excited, but it wasn't the interesting one. So, a question. Do we want to just disband now, or do we want to come back over here? I mean, at this point, we should be able to show back up and help out, right? Yeah, we may as well keep contributing. Oh no, the existence of my plot has been discovered. Okay. Curses. I mean, we could invite some people in, but that's not going to fix this problem. This is the danger of leaving the secrecy low. Yeah, I think we gotta bail. Go ahead and abandon, and then I'm gonna pull my poor spy master back to disrupt, and hope that he doesn't die of his wounds. Okay, wait, who are you? This is... I'm trying to figure out... people keep joining this war, and now I don't feel like I have a good grasp on who is where in it. So hold on, if I look at my own stuff... Alright. So we're wary of these flags, and on these side we have... It's basically just red versus blue, except for Aquitaine themselves. So you're not part of this conflict at all, actually. You're doing something else. Alright, fine by me, I guess. Let's maybe actually dismiss some of these. We got caught by some people, but we're actually winning there. Wait. Is my spy master fighting again? Shouldn't he, like, rest while he's horribly wounded? Okay, another battle. That battle is going 100% our way. Bilal was, in fact, slain in battle. Well, shit. At least we're not in the, like, mid-scheme. That would be real bad news. Is my son my new spy master? Could be. Obviously, there's some danger there. having the next person in your line be your spy master. Seems like it could be risky. He does love his mother very much, though. Is that a bad idea? Like, we could recruit this woman, but she's 59 already. My son does want a seat on the council. Alright, I'm gonna trust. Is he... Hold on. He's just and humble and calm. He's not, like, ambitious or anything. What is his personality type? An analytic paragon. A paragon. Wow, I'm actually really impressed. With just, he still manages to have 15 intrigue. Alright, welcome to this council. I guess that hopefully will do. Hopefully that will be fine. Let's try to get this war over with already. So it looks like the enemy forces are losing battles all over the place. There's a lot of armies moving around here, and it's a little hard to keep track of everything. Hold on, we have a notification. Oh, the time has come for being able to do this again. Wow, this time even more money. I will absolutely do that. Especially because we're now coming up on the ability to hunt and feast again. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's host a feast. I do love a little bit of reveling. Oh no, disaster strikes. My lady, the wine. We cracked open the next barrel, and it's gone bad. It has all gone bad. The feast is still raging, but without drink, the mood is sure to dwindle at a cruel pace. So I can crack open my secret stores, because I am, in fact, an eager reveler. So eager. I want... Okay, so when I mouse over this thing, it removes the tooltip. But there's no way to get over there to see what Fought Thirst does. Okay, if we're very, very careful. Damn it. I just want to see what the trade is. Okay, there we go. Okay, a little bit of prestige. I mean, that seems like a winner. Just break out my private supply here. As one plate of food is replaced by the next, my son and heir goes on and on about the blessings of family. And that was how we salvaged that mess. Are you sure I'm not boring you, my lady? Does he have to call me my lady? I mean, like, I know I am... whatever, it's fine. Prince Felix is already opinion capped and then some, so yeah, please do go on. Like, he's way opinion capped, right? The feast is dwindling down, and I find myself deep in conversation with my kind daughter Flan. She inquires about my opinion on military strategies, a subject she is deeply interested in herself, and I do not know anything about military strategies, but I do know that I like being friends with my kids. So I'm going to feign interest. With everyone headed for their respective homes, I am proud to say that the feast was a success. I have my husband Gare to thank for so much of its success, and I feel nothing but gratitude as he... as my insane lackey sees the last few guests off. It's very judgmental. It's very judgmental stuff. Alright, we're not actually... Are we going to be able to host a feast? Or a hunt? A hunt's only 133, not 150. It feels like we should maybe wait a second until the war's over in case of, you know, unexpected costs. Like, let's not go totally broke while we're still actively fighting. But I have to imagine this is going to be done pretty soon. I've gotten an idea in my attempts to align Earl Erk to my interests. With the right arguments, I may be able to convince him that I am acting not merely in my own interest, but in the interest of the Lord himself, and we'll just not tell him which Lord I'm talking about until later, you know? I believe I can make a very convincing argument indeed. Wow, 50 opinion. Yeah, do it, sway. Alright, so he's now positive. Hooray. Catholicism's fervor always seems to be decreasing. Oh, my culture has joined the High Medieval era, and I have now claimed this place for the cause. So the friendly capital is currently occupied. We should probably solve that. Where is the friendly cap? I don't even know where Aquitaine actually... Nope, let me... Okay, there we go. Oh, well, let's go solve that then. That seems fixable. And, with that extra money, I think that does give us what we need to... What I need to feel comfortable calling the hunt. Listen, I'm not down there in the war. I'm very much a from the castle kind of commander. Okay, yep, everybody who was in that faction is now too positive on me. You would think it is a creature from myth, perhaps a god disguised in animal form. It was the largest stag I have ever seen. Even after the beast was wounded, the chase lasted half a day. And it is still an imposing sight lying dead before me. Why is the Pope involved in this event? So I could sell it. I could make King Geir a trophy. He's already very positive on me. If I stuff it and send it to the Pope will be pretty into me. He's pretty into me now. I don't feel like I need to do that. I guess we'll sell it? That doesn't feel appropriate. But this isn't the stag. This is just another stag. There are so many stags. Yeah, let's do that, because we could use the money. The hunt is drawing to an end. Things went well. It's fine. Alright, so let's unsiege the capital here, and I think that should help considerably. We do have to be a little bit careful. Some of our enemies are gathering up quite a bit here. Okay, never mind. Problem solved. Count Jaspert might join... Wait, weren't you already... I thought you were already part of this war. Whatever. So, how's this going? Okay, minus 74. It is remarkable how unfocused the AI is in its military stuff. Like, it sort of meanders around. It doesn't really go for the goal. Oh, the Mercians. I am no longer... the Duke Griffith over in Mercia just died. That's a shame. That was a big army. I mean, it's probably fine for the moment. Who is this? Oh, something happened to somebody. Well, this small child, this resentful gentleman, is not really suited for a seat on the council, so he can fucking deal. Oh no! My dear Geir, I might not have loved you, yet I feel your passing more acute than I ever thought possible. I mean, might not have loved you. You were always there, my constant companion. Did I take you for granted? There are so many things I left unsaid. Well, that's very sad. I gained 3 stress. I guess it's not like that sad. Well, I do hope you find peace. So I guess at this point I could marry someone for alliance purposes, right? Like we could do a political marriage. That's the thing I probably want to spend some time looking into off camera here. Looking through the pool of possibilities. So let's go ahead and just push through to the end of this war and then maybe end the episode there. Okay, that created some war score. And then I might just disband. I feel like I've done a lot here. So that's not... Yeah, these guys are not part of this conflict. What are we even... I'm fighting you. I'm not even sure where... Okay, let's come down here and stomp some stuff. These guys are pretty weak. My armies have fallen inside, and I guess his have increased in size. Oh, the old archbishop is dead. Meet the new archbishop. He is a big fan of me, and he is not good at his job. Great. That's another problem for us to resolve. Where are we at on Grand Right? 1145, okay. Yeah, it takes a while, right? So we don't need to be swaying Earl Irk anymore. But, like, everybody on our council likes us. I suppose I could be swaying someone... I could refocus my swaying on a person who might actually be valuable to marry? Potentially? If I got a matrilineal marriage with someone now, then when No, new kids, you would need a new kid to inherit their titles, right? My current son wouldn't inherit any titles from a new marriage, so we can't use it that way, probably. We could just use it to form an alliance for military purposes, just get a big army from somewhere on the line. But also, I'm a little worried that if I marry, it might create a weird claim situation where things might be difficult for Felik after Derbail dies. So maybe we shouldn't. Not that any claim from my spouse would be, like, very legitimate or anything, but it could still be enough to be a problem. Okay. We've won the war. So he's resigned the thing. I get 59 prestige and a bunch of opinion with the Duke of Aquitaine. I mean, yeah, he damn well better like me. Alright. Disband all. Tooltip modes. Okay, there's a dangerous military faction. Hold on a second. Is it the peasants? Oh, sorry, pause. Yes, now that my levies are recovering, I am the head of the dynasty again, and don't you forget it. 10 months. 10 months before this is a problem. I feel like we got that notification way early. Okay, well, I think a lot of stuff is going pretty well. We've got some footholds in some places. I really wish that I could kick in properly on this war. It does look like it's gonna go the way it's gonna go. Oh, he had sons. Well, I mean, we gotta do a thing about that. So there are two ways we could handle this, right? We could potentially try to talk him into a more gender-neutral sort of succession. My suspicion is there's no mechanics for that to happen, and also he probably wouldn't go for it even if there were. And the other thing is the thing we're actually going to do, which is, have some children murdered. Listen, I don't feel great about it, but Derbail is considerably more evil than I am. So I think this is where we're going to call it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Listen, I've been very helpful to some of my allies in situations where I didn't 100% need to be, and that's out of character. That's left a bad taste in our mouth. So we're going to have to do something horrifying to just sort of get back to neutral. So when you come back next time tomorrow, I do believe that's what we're going to do. And we'll see you then.